I'm back. Now I'm going to talk to you about punctuation. So what I want you to do is literally get a highlighter or pencil that is different than what you're about to highlight your lines with. And I want you to circle, yeah, I usually circle or highlight every period, every comma, every exclamation point, every question mark, every ellipsis, dots, every time it goes where you're supposed to cut somebody off. And those are all extremely important because it tells you how the writer wants you to say it. I really hope you can't hear my daughter over there. She's playing with her mermaids. Anyway, but if you can, yay, we're still doing this, you and I together. It tells you the musicality that the writer intended. And I'll share another resource with you now that I'm talking to my grown-ups. Here, I'll put it right there. I'll put that in the editing, okay? I recently took a 2-day class with Scott Sedita, and he wrote the book, The 8 Characters of Comedy. I hope that that's the actual name. Where is it? I'll show you. I'll put the book right here so you can see it. But he talks to you about the musicality of the joke. And if you leave out the punctuation or change it, you're going to ruin the joke. I'm going to tell you quite honestly, comedy has never been the thing I was very, very best at. I've almost always been cast in a drama where, well, I mean, if you can go to my reel right now, go to my Actors Access. I'll put the link. There's a link. I'm going to pretend there's a link there. It's my Actors Access. It's all Dawnnie Mercado. You can find that. Anyway, I'm usually the mom, or in my history of being cast, I was the mom who was, their life was being saved, or I was crying for some reason, or was something really passionate, because I'm an extremely empathetic human. And comedy has been something I've always wanted to get better at. And so, yes, Scott Sedita, master at this. I'm going to take some of his courses. So back to the punctuation. I originally started pointing out the punctuation when I was teaching commercial content when I had my acting studio for kids and teens in North Hollywood, very, very many years ago. Wait, hold on a second. I have to pause. So I was studying with a casting director who came in, and she taught my students the importance of punctuation in commercial acting. And that became part of who I am, who I was back then, and still who I am now. And my other coach, Amy Linden, yes, please get her book. She's big on the punctuation as well, for the same reason, because you need to be a better storyteller by saying the script the way that it was intended by the writer. So that's why it's important. But here's a twist that I have done for myself, and this is gold, people. Nobody taught me this. I did this out of my own little resourcefulness, because I have a tendency to make up my own punctuation while I'm memorizing it incorrectly. And then if you memorize it incorrectly, you can never fix it. It's just, ugh. So what I do is I speak it out loud as I'm working through the script, and I'm memorizing it, and I'm getting it in my mouth. If it says, I'm going to the store, period, or do you want something to eat, question mark? And I was wondering, ... what you thought of that. I literally say it out loud. I say the punctuation out loud, and then I take it away from myself. And it's really working. I've been letter perfect on my punctuation recently for my classes that I've been taking with my coach. And the other day in that class I told you I did with Scott Sedita, we only had, what did we have? We had like 5 minutes to memorize something. And did we get a script the night before? I don't think so. I think we just, I think we got a script. Oh, it was a 2-day workshop, and we got the script, and then the next day we had to be off book. I was punctuation word perfect. It was a combination of my Amy Linden work and my technique of my punctuation, which I gave to myself as a gift, where I say it out loud and then I take the punctuation away. All right, so that's your next bit of homework on this same piece of dialogue that you started in the last video. Now I want you to go through and work your punctuation and ask yourself, why is that there? Why am I cutting this person off? What am I thinking about in the ... If it's a question mark, it has to go up at the end. If it's not a question mark, don't do up speak like I just did, okay? No. I never even knew I did that in graduate school at NYU. My teachers used to say to me, Dawnnie, you're doing that upspeak again. I didn't know I was doing it. I think it's because Spanish has never been my fluency and it's never been my first language. Although I was around it, my great grandma was completely only spoke Spanish. And when I was little, I know I talked to her, but it's a musicality that I've heard my entire life, which is why I'm really great at reading it out loud. Memorizing it is difficult for me, but it's that upspeak. You know what I mean? You don't want to do that, especially when you slate your name. I didn't mention this in the last video, but you don't want to say, hi, I'm Dawnnie Mercado. Are you? Are you Dawnnie Mercado? No, it goes down at the end, or it has some oomph to it. Okay? Yeah. Go through and work your punctuation, people. I'll see you in the next video.